suppose it does, yeah. Morning.
Morning.
Actually, I just had to change hats. So today's a hat day, right?
Did you have two hats? Because I just said to you I forgot my hairbrush and I'd love to wear a hat.
This is always on my desk, so feel free. Man United hat.
Manchester United. I might turn it backwards, maybe.
I was wearing this baby blue hat, and I was wearing a kind of a blue and white tracksuit top over there. So I was wearing blue, 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 and then that's blue. But they were all different colours blue, and I thought, change.
I was a little bit late this morning, and I walked past studio, and I spotted you, and I was like, "What's he doing?" And it looked like you were just looking at yourself in the camera. So maybe that was
no,
you were
sorry.
doing the blue test.
No, I wasn't actually. Do you know what I was doing? There was I'm not embarrassed to say it. There was chocolate on the lens. Yeah.
At least I think it was chocolate.
Anyway, yeah, there was. Yeah. Whoops. So weather today, it's going to be very wet again. Across most parts of the county yesterday we had a massive deluge of rain, same today, and we're going to expect further heavy showers with some localised spot flooding in places again. Temperatures in and around 10 to 12 degrees again, alright, so just be aware of that. Very wet.
So we've a busy one between now and 9 o'clock this morning. Loads to do on the show today. We're continuing our Cork Airport competition. Really nice prize to give away, including those flights to Budapest, which Andrew and I both really, really want to go to Budapest now.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it a lot. So stay tuned for that, or tune in for your chance to win those flights and a few bits and pieces. Nice spending money as well.
We're playing the Hungary games.
To go along with it. I know.
Good name.
This stuff just comes to me. I know. Listen. Front pages of the papers, a lot going on. This parcel bomb story on the front page of the Irish Examiner today. Package with explosive device which was sent to London, reported to have Bus Air in Dublin as the sender's address. This is a mad story altogether. Jiffy bag sent to Waterloo appears to have this address on it, and it was also to Heathrow Airport, I think. They sent one as well. Also the front page of the Irish Examiner today, a man is dead in Malaysia. An Irish man stabbed to death, found in his apartment there, a 50-year-old man. That's also on the front page of the Examiner today. And 100,000 illegal steroid tablets were seized in Ireland last year, which is very, very worrying. Also, a lot of erectile dysfunction tablets also seized, illegally being sold as well. Their stories on the front page of the Examiner today. Yeah,
the Times, same story actually. Love Era, bags sent to airports in bomb scare, improvised explosives discovered in London. They're in the process now of investigating it and trying to trace it back. I'm not really sure how they can do that, if they can do that, but they'll try anyway. An O'Brien court defeat saves media from chilling effect. Common sense has prevailed in the Supreme Court's dismissal of Denis O'Brien's appeal over two TDs' statements about his banking affairs, Pierce Doherty has said on the front page there of the Times as well this morning.
More in the parcel bombs on the front page of the Irish Independent today. Dissident plot probed in London letter bombs, says the paper this morning. And another story about a senior Garda officer and how he slipped and fell in a hotel. Gardaí photographed the scene and took statements from staff after the incident. The High Court was told yesterday, and that's another big story in the Independent today.
And the Mirror, also the same story. Explosive devices found in London travel hubs had Dublin return addresses on it. One package had a return address which read Bus Air in Dublin on it. And Patrick Quirk told Farmhand that he'd heard Polish people were involved in the murder of the DJ Bobby, Mr. Moonlight Ryan, according to the court reports from yesterday. The court heard this, that the murder accused Patrick Ryan told one of his farmhands that he wasn't involved, that it was Polish lads involved in this, according to the Mirror there as well this morning. And the sports sections then are filled with what's mostly trending this morning, all about Spurs winning last night and Real Madrid getting hockeyed and being knocked out of the Champions League last night.
4-1 that finished
4-1, yeah. Ajax beat them 5-3 I think on aggregate, so well done Ajax.
United obviously in action tonight.
Yeah, against Paris Saint-Germain, yeah. That's in Paris. Wouldn't be very optimistic about that, to be honest, being 2-0 down. But hey, look, we've seen magic before in Europe, so fingers crossed.
And Spurs beating Dortmund as well, which is another good result and another one of the trends today. Derry Girls is trending, season 2 back last night. Lots of praise online. I didn't see it yet, but looking forward to it. I loved the first season of Derry Girls, so really look forward to catching up on that. And Game of Thrones is another TV show that's also trending this morning. The newest Game of Thrones trailer was released yesterday.
I didn't watch Derry Girls either. It was on too late for me last night, so I've recorded. I actually thought it was on tonight, but one of the quotes I saw on Twitter this morning was, "Sure, Protestants hate ABBA." So that was great. I love that. Yeah, so Derry Girls is if you haven't seen season 1, do go and catch up. I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix, but I'd say you can get it on the Channel 4 all 4 player.
It's on their player, yeah.
But
yeah.
lads, it's brilliant. So yeah, season 2 and rightly so is trending this morning.
Speaking of Channel 4, Andrew, is Channel 4 the channel for Michael Jackson's
Yes,
documentary?
tonight. Yeah.
Yeah,
Tonight and tomorrow night.
The director of the documentary was interviewed on primetime as well last night. Miriam gave him a bit of a grilling, I thought. He was well able for it, but they showed a little bit of an interview that the rest of the Jackson brothers had done as well, where they defended him, but fairly weak defence, I thought. I don't know if you saw any of that, but looking forward to that. That's tonight, and tomorrow night we're going to be asking our listeners as well, do you think we should be playing Michael Jackson?
Yeah, it's 4 hours, by the way. It's 2 hours each night.
Okay.
Or an hour and
Okay,
40
pretty
or
much an
whatever.
hour
there,
tonight and spread it out over the week.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's something we've talked about this before. Other radio stations have decided to pull Michael Jackson's music entirely, his entire catalogue, which is huge and amazing and brilliant and makes up a huge part of the oldies that we would play. But they've decided to stop playing him completely in light of the revelations coming out of this documentary. So we'd be interested to see what you guys think once you've watched the documentary, and if you want to hear Michael Jackson's music anymore on the radio.
Yeah, have a look at the documentary tonight. Anyway. So part 1 is tonight and part 2 tomorrow night. But be prepared though. After I haven't seen any of it yet, but reading about it, it's a tough watch and it's a long watch. So just be aware of that. Today's Ash Wednesday, and it's also happens to just coincide. The second Wednesday in March every year is also No Smoking Day. So maybe it's a kind of a nice way to get the two married together today, and maybe if you're looking to give something up, try cigarettes. But first, Elaine, so did you decide on something? Were you going to take up something or give up something?
No, I'm going for the first time in years and years, I'm going to give up sweets.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you said that yesterday.
So all crisps, chocolate, sweets, and things like that. I'm not giving up. Like, I can have a scone or something. Do you know what I mean? Like,
scones are basically crisps.
Do you know? Like, I'm not going to be
Scones.
that strict.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
you know, like, just rubbish. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Stuff.
Yeah. That's
so
fair
I
enough.
absolutely loaded up on them last night.
Nice.
Marks and Spencer do this unbelievable salt and vinegar crisps.
Oh, posh.
You gotta have. They're really posh.
Posh.
And then I had also because I was in M&S yesterday, chocolate with hazelnut and raisins, fruit and nut.
Sorry, I've just corrected Elaine on something. You can't say chocolate and hazelnut.
Why?
If you've been to M&S, you should go chocolate and hazelnut. Because
Oh,
it's food porn, so you have to chocolate and hazelnut.
Yeah, and fruit like raisins.
And raisins.
Oh God, it was very good.
Jeez, I don't even remember last
Pricey,
time.
like it's posh.
I know, Ash. I don't remember
Yeah.
last time. I was in Marks and Spencer's actually. They do these lovely. They're Marks and Spencer's brand custard creams. That's what you need now. The next time when you're off when Lent is over, go and get a packet of them.
I remember being really broke at certain times in my life. You can always afford custard creams.
Oh yeah, custard creams are unbelievable.
I worked in a shop, Kerry's in Listowel, for a couple of summers. I think the custard creams are about 27p a packet.
Nice. Yeah, I think they're only €1 now.
Are they? Yeah, that'd be about right then.
Yeah, I think they are. Listen,
I love custard. I actually love custard creams. When I had my daughter, when I spent all that time breastfeeding her, it just feels like that's all I did, just in the bed watching TV, the royal wedding, stuff like that. What's that program? Are you watching the time? What's that program where your one does up the houses, or she helps people do up their houses before they sell them? She's cool. Sarah Beanie. Did you ever watch her?
So,
Yeah, anyway, my abiding memory of that time, my life was eating custard creams.
nice. I like custard
They were
creams.
kind of my go-to snack when I was
I
feeding.
could easily eat the entire packet of them.
Oh
Listen,
yeah, definitely.
Before we
Hate
wrap
the
up,
orange ones though.
I'd eat them as well,
They're
but I
evil.
prefer the other ones.
They're evil.
Before we wrap up, it's funny you mentioned when you had your daughter and when you were breastfeeding. Can
Yeah.
you remember when she was born, the big songs that was
yeah, I
out at the time?
Oh, okay. No.
I'll tell you why. We'll go through this on the air, but there's a headline that says Labour starter, and this woman has given a brilliant kind of memories and her brilliant take on Keith Flint after he passed away, because when her child was born, Firestarter happened to be playing because she got into labour and she gave birth while Firestarter was banging out on the radio.
Deadly.
So she's pushing out and I'm a Firestarter is banging out in the background. So
Deadly.
cool story in the paper today.
Okay, will
Right.
we leave it there?
We better wrap because
Right,
we must
we're
go.
live in about 30 seconds on Radio Kerry, so we'll talk to you soon. Have a brilliant Wednesday. Bye.
Good luck.